raised in the Lone Star land, with boots on my feet and dreams in my hand. A little sassy but a whole lot of grace. You'll see that fire when you look in my face. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. From the blue bonnet fields to the city streets, every step I take feels like home to me. With a little sass and a lot of pride, this Texas girl's got nothing to hide. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright.
Gummy shoe prints, laid them down the street. Chocolate wrappers hiding secrets sweet. They don't miss a beat, they've got a knack. With licorice ropes pulling answers back. Twist the wrapper to reveal the truth. A sticky web spun by a candy slough. No sour lies can escape the grip. These lollipops always crack the whip.
Well, hello, my beautiful friends. How are y'all doing today? I hope everybody's had a really great day so far. Happy Tuesday. Thank you all for being here with me. I appreciate it. Hello, YouTuber. Hey, Blue Eye. Hi, Miss Kathy. Me and you. Hello, beautiful. Brianna's World. Hello to you. Miss Kathy. Rhonda. Lori, how are you doing? Let's see here. We got TJ. TJ, I hope Miss Sandra is doing okay today. I hope you're taking good care of her. Big hugs and lots of prayers for her still. Hello, Miss Charlene. How you doing? Let us see here. I'm too honest for this. Listening from the bushes. Sending love, peace, and joy. We'll take your love, peace, and joy. Thank you for being here. Hey, Bobby, how are you? Let's see. Oh, I hate when it skips on me. Let's see here. Let me go back up. Okay. We got, oh, looky here. I'm too honest for this. Where's that post at? Let me get to it. Coming in hot at 5 months. As a lollipop. Hang tight. I'm going to find it. It's here somewhere. I was trying to read my phone because I forgot my glasses downstairs. I'm too honest comes in at 5 months. Thank you for being here for 5 months and part of us. Says bring these babies home. That's right. Man, thank you. I'm too honest for being a part of this channel. We love you. Valley Gal, how you doing? Let's see here. Let me get back to my phone because I can't believe I left my glasses downstairs. Let's see here. Kathleen, how are you doing? Good to have you. Hey, Queen. Let's see. Laura W. Welcome, welcome. Retha Bell, how are you doing? Let's see. We got anybody else up in here? Cool Gamer 2, how are you? Hey, Lolo. Oh, thank you. You like the intro. Good. Good, good. Glad you like it. Hey, Lisa. Good to have you with us. Susan, how are you? Good to have you. Anybody else up in here? There's Cecilia. Hello, beautiful. There's Donna. Hello to you. And Amanda Jane. Welcome, welcome. There's Patty. Hi, Patty. Good to have y'all. I'm so excited to have everybody in here today. R. Taylor, how you doing? JH, aloha, my friend. Hello, Cheryl. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Let's see. Always on empty. Hi there. AMC from Rhode Island. Cool, cool. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you come in here. Miss Peggy, how are you? Cooper, how are you? Star Child, hello to you. Maria Gutierrez, hello, hello. No, we are not giving up on Sebastian. Bless his little heart. Let's see. Star Child's been a member for 7 months. Woo, woo. Let me go back down here. see if I can find it here. There we go. Well, there it is. Many more months to come, dear Lolly. How sweet of you. That is so precious. So precious. Thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. Wowza. Let's see. We got anybody else up in here to say hello to? There's Justice Mama. Look at her coming in hot for 3 months. She says, hey, beautiful Lolly and friends. So glad to have you. Thank you for being part of us for 3 months. We love it. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Hang on. Let's see. Laura Arnold. Hello. How are you? Good to have you with us today. Maria, I think I said hello to you. Anybody else? Anybody? There's Fine Summer's Truth. Hello. Love you so big. Thank you for being here. Holly S. Hello, my friend. Look at her. She got her sunglasses on. She been into today. Let me tell y'all, our friend Holly is one beautiful, sexy lady. I saw a picture of her today. She is beautiful. Hello, Deanna. How are you? Jen in Georgia. Gemini 2. Hello to you. Michelle. Hello. Pink Warrior. Good to have you. So good to have everybody. Jacqueline. Hello to you. Hello to everybody. Good deal. I think we got down to the bottom of it. Welcome to everybody. And those just listening, thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. So, I'm tired. I got a headache. But here we go, guys. Hey, Charlene. Oh, how sweet. Well, I got to get little Emmy up here one night so y'all can see little Emmy Lou because her little ears have popped straight up. She is so stinking cute. Hey, Miss Magoo. Good to have you, of course. But I'll get her up here one day. But today I'm tired of puppies. I've had the puppy duty all day by myself today and go down there first thing to let them out of their kennel. And of course, first thing we do is go outside the potty. And they come running out of their kennels, and I like to have puked. 1 or 2 or 3 of them had a blowout, and I swear they were mud wrestling in the poop. It was absolutely horrible. Gross. Anyways, I had to bathe them all, get everything cleaned up. They have been 90 to nothing all day long. I would take them out to go potty and they would take off. I was like, man, I swear I walked about 2 acres worth today. Puppy blowout. Yeah, exactly. Lord, it was disgusting. Thank God those kennels have that bottom tray. You can just slide it on out, carry it outside and get a water hose after it. But yes, they were not happy getting their baths. That was for sure. But anyways, that's how my day's gone. I hope yours is all better. So, guys, I want to start out today by making it very clear to anyone and everyone that is listening. Hi, Crime Time Connie. Welcome. Welcome. But to everybody that's listening in, I need to make something very, very crystal clear. I have seen a couple of comments here and there. I have seen posts being made. And at no time were we trying to prove yesterday that Sebastian is no longer alive. Okay? Just need to make it very clear. We've talked about the fact that it had been out there already. However, it wasn't until Blue Eyes started doing some digging that we found out the person that posted that in Ancestry.com is linked to Christopher Proudfoot's family tree. So that leaves the question, why? Why would someone from Christopher's family put that on Ancestry.com? That is the question. We put it out there. That's it. We're not insinuating anything. Yes, it had been talked about. However, in the past, it was not linked to a tree. It is now linked to a family tree. So therefore, I brought it to you and I put it out there. Cooper, I don't know. I'm just so flustered because I made sure several times yesterday to make it very clear. I'm not saying Sebastian is not alive. I'm saying someone has put this in their family tree. It needs to be looked into. Had it just been a Joe Blow off the street that put it in there, there would be nothing to discuss because we would not have anything to talk about. However, with it being linked to a family tree and a memorial page had been created and then removed, had those things not happened, it would not have piqued any one of our interest, and we would have just left it where it was. But this time when we found it, it was linked into Christopher's family tree. I did not say that Chris is Sebastian's father either, folks. Okay, let's make that loud and proud here. Hey, Mystery Sky, how are you? Hi to everybody coming in. Thank y'all for being here. Just trying to get a few things clarified because it is now being said that I said Seth is not Sebastian's father, but Chris is. Lordy people. Now, if you want to go make up some lies, that would be one to make up because that is straight up lie. At no time, at any point, have I ever said Chris was the father of Sebastian. No, there is on Ancestry.com a mother and father listed as parents, and it is Christopher and Katie Proudfoot. I'm saying that's suspicious to me because Christopher is not Sebastian's father. I'm telling you, Cecilia, I don't understand it. There's one out there that she's all high and mighty, and that's already been talked about. We don't talk about old things like that. Well, just to clarify, we brought out something new with it. We linked it to Christopher Proudfoot's family tree. That's what it was. That's what the big ta-da was. Why would someone do that? I'm so tired of all the crap and the drama that goes along with Sebastian's name. Because all of this bullshit that keeps getting put out there and everybody's words keep getting twisted up and everybody's trying to prove the other one wrong. Do you not realize what you're doing to Sebastian's name? His name is attached to all of this. You know, my mama always told me that if I didn't have nothing nice to say, I better keep my mouth shut. And trust me, folks, I keep my mouth shut a lot around these streets. Because there's a whole lot I want to say. But it is nothing but bad. Would not be anything productive to helping find Sebastian. Hey, keep up the chatter. Good to have you. So I want to clarify all of that before anything else is said. Hey, Brandy Wine. Are you the good Brandy? Because I sure reported the bad Brandy yesterday. Anyways, hi, Miss Ann. How are you? But anyways, so just to clarify everything, yes, it had been put out previously that there is a entry in Ancestry.com. It is now attached to Christopher Proudfoot's family tree by a name of Kathy Paget. It had Katie and Chris as parents. It had a date of February of 2024. End of story, folks. Nothing big, nothing earth-shattering to it. So let's just make sure if you ever see anything, just squash those rumors because they are out of control. It's dumb. Yeah, right, Jen? Repeat it for the people in the back in case you didn't hear. It was old information to a point, but there was new information to add, and that was the discussion we had. But yeah, I saw a post where it said, well, she's saying Chris is his father, not Seth. In what planet would I ever stand on and say that? Because I'm standing on Earth right now, and those are not my words. TJ, you're funny. It's just craziness. It's just crazy. You know, and once again, if you got questions for me for what I said, we're grown-ups, just send me an email. Not a big deal. But, you know, that's not how people play these games on these streets. I'm just not one of them. I ain't going to play a game. I ain't got time for that. So anyways, people do not listen correctly, C-Start, 100%. They do not listen correctly. One person even said, I watched the whole live. Okay, if you did, you wouldn't have been saying stupid stuff like what you're saying. Because that's clearly not what I said. Exactly, YouTuber. You know, Blue Eyes could not find a birth certificate nor a death certificate at all for Sebastian. Now, what does that mean? Nothing. It means we can't find it. It means if it does exist, it is on a lockdown of sorts, I guess you could say. And there again, it may not even exist. I don't know. If this woman would ever get back in touch with Blue Eyes Jules, maybe we could get some information and have correct information. But like I said, I sat on it. I was not sure about even putting it out there. And I knew once I did, people were going to run stupid through the streets, buck ass naked, throwing their hands up, you know, being stupid. And they didn't disappoint me. So, hey, it is what it is. But just so you, my people, want to know, that, you know, what I said yesterday, I stand on it. In no way could we prove that Sebastian was no longer alive. It's just not happening. So, anyways, with that being said, we're going to get started on today's topic. We're going to go over basically the very first of the search for Sebastian Rogers. Let me see if it'll let me do it. A lot of times my laptop will not let me paste it, the link in, so hold on. If I can get it, you can come up. I don't know if y'all can hear me clicking away over here, but it, for some reason, does not work. It will not paste. Hey, Seclusion. How are you? You just missed a little bit of a rant, but that was it. Oh, yeah. Oh, I tell you, Holly, some people just don't get it. And it's all good, but I just don't want nobody saying any stupid stuff like I'm saying Seth is not his father. By golly, that one got me. That one got me for sure. So anyways, okay, it's not letting me post over here to get the link. Chrissy, can you just tell us in chat something that you need to? Yeah, I did, TJ. I held off for a good bit, and we crossed our I's, dotted our T's, because, you know, that's not something you want to put out there. But we made sure it linked into his family tree before ever saying anything. And it leaves us with the question, why? Oh, I don't remember that, Leprechaun. Does anybody remember this? Chrissy saying, okay, well, Sebastian, if Sebastian is live, you guys remember someone called and said, oh, I got him, I'm not letting him go? I don't remember that. Huh. I don't know, guys. I don't remember that. Does anybody remember that? A long time ago you do? I don't remember that. Who called in? Who did they call? Okay, she says, if he's alive, he's in a cul-de-sac and living around his house. This lady has not let him out. Huh. In his neighborhood is what you're saying? Around the same time, Christopher used the voice changer. Wow. It might have been on Justin's. Okay. I'll have to check with Justin. Wowza. I did not know that, guys. We need to do some checking into that for sure. Yeah, I don't remember it either. It was fake news or something. Yeah, I'll ask Justin about it and see what he can remember. Hey, Legally Blonde, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Gypsy. Okay. Well, at this point, everything's worth checking into again. That's kind of where we're at, guys. It's kind of where we're at. Well, today we're going to listen to some news about the search. These are all done within the very, very beginning of when Sebastian went missing. Your best friend's in the chat? What? Okay. Gotcha. Okay. All righty. So we're going to listen to these, and everybody pay close attention to the words that are being said here. Hey, Sammy G. Because there's a pattern to all of this. Seems to be a pattern. Yes, Cecilia, you do what you need to do, girl. You're good. You're good. So here we go. Let's watch the first one. This is day 3, guys. Day 3 of the search. Here we go.
Went missing 3 days ago near Beach High School in Hendersonville. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Carrie Sharp.
I'm Rory Johnston. Authorities upgraded the case from an endangered child alert to an Amber Alert just yesterday. They did so for a couple of reasons, including the harsh drop in temperatures and the fact that Sebastian needs his medicine.
Aaron Ken.
Did y'all hear that? So the Amber Alert was issued because of the drop in temperature, and he needs his medicine.
Trail joins us now from Northfield Church in Gallatin, where a vigil is getting underway. Aaron, it's like this young man just vanished.
Yeah, Carrie and Rory, that's what it feels like, because we are on day 3 and crews, they have been out all day searching the area, but community members, they felt the need to do something. So they're hosting this prayer vigil, coming together, hoping and praying that he does come home safely. Now, a lot of people want to get out in the community to help search, but first responders say just leave that to them. But this is the best way they can help, by praying and also just hoping he does return home. Now, the 15-year-old, they are asking you all to be on the lookout for him, and they say if you do happen to see him, just remain calm.
Our big concerns is the weather, the rain from this morning, the drop in temperature, the wind, and then tonight we're going to be cold.
Day 3 of the search for Sebastian Rogers continues. The autistic teen was last seen near Stafford Court in Hendersonville wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants, and glasses.
Do not forget, that is what his mother says. That is where that information comes from. Last seen by her wearing black sweatpants, black sweatshirt, and his glasses. Now, folks, let me remind you, Katie Proudfoot tells us that her son was in his room playing. She said, it's bedtime. He said, okay, good night, mama. Good night, puppies. I love you. And he goes to bed. Now, did she see him wearing his glasses in bed? Well, no, because she didn't go in there to look, did she? But she says she saw him wearing black pants, black sweatshirt, and his glasses. Those are the words she told law enforcement.
Hundreds of trained professionals from departments across Middle Tennessee have been conducting searches with the assistance of horses, dogs, and specialized technology like drones. They've expanded their search efforts and have been paying very close attention to bodies of water.
Many people on the spectrum love water, whether they swim or not. Just the calming nature of water tends to be a place that attracts them. Ponds, lakes, swimming pools. Obviously, we're in Hendersonville, so we've got a lot of water around us.
Sebastian also takes medication. So Jessica Moore, the executive director of Autism Tennessee, says it's important to find him quickly.
Someone who is used to routine, who has a daily schedule, who has just different aspects of their lives that's just repetitive every day. It can be very stressful to not have those pieces in place.
Authorities have asked.
So for Sebastian to be out there on his own, ran away, needing to be in his everyday structure, to have his repetitions of everyday life. Wouldn't you think he would go back home? Wouldn't you think he would go to someone to see if they could help him get back home? I don't know if, that's the way he's supposed to be, or the way he would have acted. But I think after a while of realizing nothing is right and he's starting to panic, I would think he would start to try to get his way back to his house where he's safe and secure.
Asked neighbors to check their property, including crawl spaces, sheds, small areas he could be hiding at. Moore thinks Sebastian could be a sensory seeker.
Someone who enjoys a lot of pressure, deep pressure. I think he likes to hide, and that those more confined spaces are calming.
And if you see him, remain calm.
Approaching slowly with calm words.
Thank you, September Rain. Thank you for saying that. That was really sweet.
With a calm demeanor. I'm sure that he's feeling a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety. At least I would be in that situation.
She's hopeful they will find Sebastian. Now, this is personal for Moore because she's also a mother and has kids herself, but she also lives here in this Hendersonville community. So she is hoping for the best. Now, this prayer vigil is getting underway now. Now, authorities say the best way that you can help during this is attend events like this, but also keep sharing the poster of Sebastian, and hopefully he is coming home safely. I'll send it back to you all.
Oh, we hope so. Aaron, thank you.
All right. So that was day 3, guys. That was on day 3. Now, where did y'all go? Okay, I got a black screen again. I was like, oh crap. Seclusion says, Lolly, can I interject on how a scared child would react if they fled? Please do. Please tell us. Yes. Gina H says people were following Katie's lead, leaving snacks out on their porches. No lie. OMG. It's crazy. Everything was by Katie's lead. Katie gave every bit of information. So, folks, seriously, day one, the search for Sebastian was totally screwed. How does she know he was wearing his glasses? He was in bed. My question. But she said he was last seen wearing black sweatpants, black sweatshirt, and his glasses. She didn't mention the shoes, did she? So next, we're going to go and watch another one. Okay, it says, Lolly, they would run as far as they can out of sheer terror. They won't ask for help unless it's identifiable figure, police, medical. Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you for that. That's good to know. Okay. Chrissy said he was actually wearing shorts. Yes, only after Ellie said something about the shoes. Yeah, I'm telling you. This was all Katie's from day one. Okay. This is going to be the next one. Let's listen to this because you're going to hear a lot of repeat stuff, guys. A lot of repeat stuff.
Reported missing Monday, and law enforcement talking today about what they're now doing and how you can help.
Let's get right out to News Channel 5's Kelsey Gibbs. She's been out there all day. Kelsey, what is the latest?
Hey, Carrie and Rory. Yes, you can see behind me still a very busy command post here, but law enforcement, they have drones. They have all other types of aircrafts like helicopters, canines, and horses, all searching for Sebastian. But what they really need is the help of the public to search around on their property. This is the plea from Sumner County officials. There have been no sightings of Sebastian on home surveillance cameras so far, and the team sent his smell hasn't been picked up by any canine. Law enforcement say they just want to find the teen and bring him home. First responders have covered more than 2,000 miles in the span of 4 days looking for Sebastian Rogers. The autistic teen was last seen early Monday in the area of Stadford Court in Hendersonville. An Amber Alert was issued for Sebastian later that day to help with the search. Chief Deputy Eric Craddock says they are operating under the assumption that Sebastian walked away from his home. Law enforcement again calling on the public for help. They said check
on the assumption. Did everybody hear that clearly? They are operating on the assumption that Sebastian left his home. He walked away from his home. What would be the purpose, guys? Katie expressed multiple times what a fun day he had. What went so wrong that would make him walk away from his home?
Protect your property as well as things like crawl spaces and creeks and trailers and stuff like that. They say that also to do it in pairs because law enforcement says if they spot two people from the air, they won't assume it's Sebastian walking in a field alone. And of course, if you see something, say something.
We have had several clips that have come in. Several of them we've been able to dispel that's not Sebastian on that clip. We are still working every lead that comes in.
Now, he said we have several, and we have been able to discredit several of them as being not Sebastian. What about the rest of them? He did not say we have discredited all of them as not being Sebastian. He said several. Did you notice that? Let's go back and listen to that. Listen to his wording. He uses very careful wording here.
We are still working every lead that comes in. So as the video comes in, our detectives, we're working really well alongside the TBI and all of our other law enforcement partners in the region to make sure that we're getting on them just as quickly as possible.
Hang on.
On that clip, we are still working every lead that comes in. Been able to dispel that's not Sebastian on that clip. Clips that have come in, several of them we've been able to dispel that's not Sebastian on that clip. We are still working every lead that comes in.
Several. They've been able to dispel that's not Sebastian on several of those clips. What about all of those clips? I want to know about all of them. Not just several. What about all of them? Mr. Snuggle Struggle, can you tell us that?
So as the video comes in, our detectives, we're working really well alongside the TBI and all of our other law enforcement partners in the region to make sure that we're getting on them just as quickly as possible.
Now, we have seen law enforcement officials from Gallatin, White House, all over Sumner County, as well as the TWRA helping in this search. We've also been told by law enforcement that Sebastian Rogers' family is cooperating with officials. Reporting live in Sumner County, Kelsey Gibbs, News Channel.
They are cooperating with officials. Go them. Go them. Guys, this next clip is going to be where they talk about the FBI is called in to help in the search. To help. Okay, keyword here, to help in the search. Here we go. Once again, pay attention to the words because there are little words that mean a lot.
News to breaking news alert.
Breaking tonight, the FBI is now involved in the search for a missing teenager.
And the sudden cold snap is ratcheting up the urgency as crews race to cover more ground. Search crews 200 people strong have spent 3 days scouring the area around 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers' home to no avail. With an active Amber Alert now in effect, the clock is ticking. News 2's Maya Owens joins us live tonight from Hendersonville. Maya, what's the latest?
Well, Bob Haley, tonight the tone has been centered around prayer. Right now, we're outside of the command post for this search, but across Sumner County, there has been an outpouring of support for Sebastian and his family as the days continue to go by and he is still not found. Many people simply are hoping that answers will come soon.
We humble ourselves and we beg that you would rescue Sebastian.
Inside the Northfield Church in Gallatin.
That you would bring him home safely.
It's not a simple prayer.
Father, we are afraid.
But it's one many in Sumner County are saying tonight, hoping 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers will get home safely.
I think initially Monday, some people thought maybe he's doing what Sebastian
The Devil's
does,
Queen,
which is
I agree.
fine. I think every kid likes to play hide and seek. But as Monday kind of played out, we realized that something isn't right.
What? As Monday comes about, we started realizing something isn't right. Even the people in Sumner County are starting to catch on to the part that something is not right. Listen to this man's words again, and he is just the man at the vigil.
Played out, we realized that something isn't right.
It's been 3 days of
Something's
searching.
not right.
After Sebastian went missing late Monday night, now many in Sumner County are simply praying for answers.
To sit with Chris and Katie, to sit with Seth, there's no way to explain what it's like right now.
A family friend in attendance after spending time with Sebastian's parents.
To see them go from the grief that they have to they'll come up with a memory and a smile at the same time. So their strength is there. There's a lot going on. There's so much you can imagine in their phones.
I don't know who this woman is, but she's a friend of the family.
And their computers, everything's going off at once. But in the stillness, they looked at both of them at the same time today and told me, just tell them thanks for us.
For days, crews have been in the area of Beach and Shackle Island. Tips coming in, but none panning out. Law enforcement now encouraging the public to stay home.
The reason for that is there are already hundreds of professional people who are looking for Sebastian, and they're looking for footprints, they're looking for scents, and the more people that cover those up, the less likelihood that the professionals can find what they're doing.
But one thing they can do is pray.
That he will guard Sebastian, that he will guard Sebastian's family, and that he will give a miracle to our community is what we're asking for.
And Sebastian's family has been waiting at home for his safe return. As law enforcement crews have been working throughout the night, we are told they will be right back here at 7 o'clock in the morning. They are asking in.
Okay, guys. Okay, so September Rain, I was looking at your stuff, and she said, let me get this correct here, because like I said, I don't got my glasses on. There was a video on Dolly's channel right around Christmas. Someone sent a clip in, and it was a picture of two guys talking, and in the back, it was a boy that looked like Sebastian, and he had his glasses on. And he was walking arm in arm with the woman with long red hair, and he was constantly trying to look at the camera, and no one ever said who sent that video. Wow. I wish I could see that video. I wish I knew about that. Was that at the church they attend? No, that was at something Hill. I forgot, Valley Hill or something like that. They go to the Freedom Church. Yes, TJ, I need to get on that and try to find that video. Hello to everybody coming in. Thank you all for being here. So this very last clip that we're going to look at, guys, is the Search for Sebastian enters into the week 1. And just keep in mind, at this point, Katie and Chris are on their way to Oregon. Okay? They will be on their way to Oregon as this news.
Sebastian Rogers in Hendersonville has come and gone, and after yesterday's search, there was still no sign of the autistic teenager. Brianna Hamlin joins us now from the command post out on Long Hollow Pike. So, Brianna, today is now the 7th day of the search for Sebastian. What are you hearing from authorities there?
Day 7, guys. Day 7 is when this news clip is happening. And on March the 4th, it is day 6, and Katie and Christopher Proudfoot leave in their RV, and they go to Oregon. They're not even home.
Well, I'm actually here with EMA Director, Sumner County EMA Director Ken Widener, to get a direct update on this search that's happening. And so, what is the plan for today? This has now been a week since we've last seen Sebastian Rogers.
Yeah, we're starting day 7, and we've actually got search crews coming in. We've got a bus unloading right now. Yesterday we ran about 330 searchers on the ground, and
330 searchers on the ground, folks. That's a lot of people. 7 days in, and you've got 300 people on the ground, and there's no sight of Sebastian anywhere.
And we'll start that process again today and work through the day. We have a rough number of searchers today, but we'll have that final number at the end of the day, and we're just going to continue to work the search areas and expand that as we go.
Is it still, I know the focus has been, you know, around water. Has anywhere of where you guys have been looking changed at all?
No, and the thing with water is several people that I've spoken to and from some case study, you know, autistic people like water. They like streams. We actually had a young kid come in here Tuesday that wanted to tell us where Sebastian might be in regards to where he would like to go. So we talked to him, and he said, you know, that he liked streams. He liked being behind buildings or in buildings and small places and things like that. We've had teams come in from East Tennessee, specialized search teams and cave rescue, and they're going in every cave that is marked or that we're aware of. And you know, we searched under the ground in culverts. The city of Gallatin brought their camera truck out, and they hit all the culverts in the area, and we've cleared those. So we're just going to continue to expand and just keep pounding it out.
And we know a lot of agencies are here from across the state working together on this. I mean, is that usual for a search like this, searching for a child?
Yeah, that's pretty common. And you know, we make requests, and we have people contact us and say, hey, we're available if you want us to come, and we vet that, and we pull the trigger on it. And you know, the biggest thing, and there's a lot of concern about utilizing volunteer searchers, and we can't manage 1,000 volunteers. We can manage the trained search teams that we can track and we have communications with. So rest assured, we're doing everything we can do. We talk to mom and dad and stepdad every day, and we'll talk to them this morning and give them an update on what we're doing. And we're just going to keep going at it.
Thank you so much for the work that you all are doing. And so that's why as well that the Sumner County Sheriff's Office has reiterated that people should be keeping their own personalized searches around their property. The Sheriff's Office also is asking people to check their home surveillance videos, specifically between last Sunday afternoon through Monday morning. And so keep searching through your video. Again, if you have video that is of interest, you can send that directly to Sumner County Sheriff's Office, and we have where you can upload it on our website, newschannel5.com.
So there you have it, folks. All of that during the first week of Sebastian being missing. All of that. And that last day, on that 7th day, mom and dad were nowhere to be found. Not at home. Narita, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. You're so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Narita. Appreciate you. So, folks, common denominator, no sightings, nothing from Sebastian. If it turns out that this young man was taken away intentionally, and that his mother and his father knew it, or let me rephrase that, folks, because I don't want anybody to misinterpret what I said. His mother and his stepfather, if they knew, pardon my dings, I have no idea why my laptop is doing that, but if they knew he was not home, and Katie herself told police that he ran away, he ran out of their home. Oh, could you imagine the trouble they will be in? Think of those 300 people, feet on the ground. Think of all the horses that are out searching. Think of all those on ATVs out searching. Think of all of those drones in the air. Think of the city bringing in their special equipment to look into all the culverts. Think of all the helicopters flying around. And Katie and Chris were so worried about Sebastian that they just had to go to Oregon, right? What parent does that? Because, folks, I don't get that at all. Cannot understand why a mother's going to leave food, a blanket, and a pair of shoes on the front porch for her child while she goes on a mini vacation. Supposedly, they were seen at a barbecue cook-off in Oregon. You're right, Seclusion. That's not a parent. A parent is just what Seth is. A father who's out searching every free minute he has. A father who's on the phones calling people for help. A father who desperately is trying to find out what happened to his son. And unfortunately, the mother of his child cannot speak to him at all. She refuses to speak to him. She has not spoke to Seth except the first day when she threw her phone in his face and said, look, he was having a good day. And for a mother to pack up and leave should have been the biggest red flag in the whole investigation. That alone should have threw up so many flags that they should have went and stopped them. You heard in this news clip, not even a scent from the search dogs. No items at all found saying there is a child out here anywhere. Nothing from Sebastian was found. There is no video of him anywhere in that neighborhood, but they sure as hell caught on the door ring camera thingy. They caught Katie going on her little search for her son that morning with her windows rolled up, driving like a bat out of hell, 31 seconds down one side and back up, with her windows still up, looking straight ahead. She was not looking for her child. Folks, most of us look harder for our dog than Katie did for her own child. There is no excuse for any of it. A mother should never, ever put a man over her own child. September of 2024. That is 7 months, folks. 7 months. That he had been missing, and his mother pleads the fifth. She zips her lips. You can talk to her criminal defense attorney because she's not speaking anymore unless he tells her she can. Her son ran away, according to her words. I would like Katie Proudfoot to explain to me why she needs a criminal defense lawyer. Because you see, mothers who actually have children that run away from their home, and the mother knows nothing about where her child is, they do not go and get a defense lawyer. They do not plead the fifth, zip their lips, not talking no more, talk to my lawyer. Folks, we can sit here every day and bring up a different case of a mother that actually has a child that really did run away. And you are not going to see any of them hiring a defense attorney. You're not going to see them plead the fifth and not speak no more. It is her right. Don't forget, it is her God-given right to plead the fifth. But to plead the fifth is a statement in its own. And I was blown away when I heard that she had done this. In the U.S., you exercise the right guaranteed by the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution of refusing to answer questions in order to avoid incriminating oneself. What? What? Boy, doesn't that speak volumes. Understanding the right afforded to you under the Constitution is essential for protecting yourself in the face of any criminal charges. Whether you are facing interrogation questions or testimony, the Fifth Amendment protects you from self-incrimination. Wow. What's Katie going to incriminate herself on? I mean, it's one thing to say that you're going to not answer questions because your lawyer has told you not to, but to take your constitutional right to plead the Fifth Amendment? I mean, that is to avoid incriminating yourself. Oh, Katie girl. KK. What kind of criminal activity are you trying to avoid incriminating yourself in? Katie, you're the mother. You're his mother now. And you're the one that told the story that he ran away. Oh, but I got it, KK. We proved you wrong, didn't we? Law enforcement ain't worried about it. They're not doing anything about it. You had it made on that side, right? Oh, but those of us on YouTube was not going to let it go. Right, KK? We're going to hold you to your words, Katie. And your words were all kinds of jumbled. You couldn't even tell the same story twice. Deception Detective was all over every word you said. Jen in Georgia, thank you so much, you sweet lady. She says she left a doormat, Yahoo, and dog food. Sorry. Not sorry. Girl, yes. What mother does that? Sickening. Absolutely sickening. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Thank you, sweetie. That was so sweet. Guys, when you have a mother that wakes up in her home and she finds her child is not in his bed, and she can't even get the story right from there. She was doing good until she said she searched her whole house in 1 minute, inside, outside, all of it, everywhere, all over, in 1 minute. Ran to her car, get in her car, call Christopher. But yet she's dressed. Her hair's in a damn ponytail. She got her shoes on. She woke up ready to run out to that car. She screwed it up from the very first time she told her story. And once she got to the point to where she said he wasn't in his bed, she screwed it up from there on. It's very easy to see that. It's very plain as day. Her story alters according to what has been talked about previously. That's the kind of mother we're dealing with. Oh, and let's not forget the stepfather. The stepfather, she lied about doing school, what her studying, her schoolwork or whatever. We know she went to school because she is on camera going to his school, but she drove like a bat out of hell through that parking lot and out. Never stopped, never looked, never called his name, not one time. So yeah, speaking of raging lunatics, yes, we got the stepfather. Stepfather who likes to use the voice changer. Don't forget, he has one of those. He likes to play call in to different chats. You know, he likes to attack other creators because he don't like them, because his friends don't like them. Although she didn't never say anything bad about him. He felt the need to tell her all about herself. Most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my entire lifetime. Yeah, he calls in when he's drunk. Yeah, that's kind of apparent. But you know, the funny thing is, folks, They're trying really hard. They are holding on to everything they can, knowing that they've got law enforcement right in their pockets where they need them, but yet we won't go away, right? We have become the thorn in their side. Why? Because we are Sebastian's army. We have signed up to serve as Sebastian's army. We are not going to stop. We will not let go of all of this. Sebastian's story will be told over and over and over, and I hope they have nightmares about it. In my opinion, Polly S., how sweet of you. She says, keep sharing the truth. Thank you, Holly. That's so sweet of you. With us today, I hope you had fun today on your little excursion. Me and you said, Edgar, put your bra on. Be a big boy, put your bra on. Folks, Sebastian deserves for his story to be told. No child in this world should have their story muffled. No one should take away Sebastian's voice. He was doing everything right. He would go to school and tell his teachers. His teachers knew what was going on, and they would make that call. Of course, the DCS, the Department of Children's Services in Tennessee, let Sebastian down. Day one, his story was all shredded. Week one, we just heard of the tons and tons and tons of people that were out looking for this young man, and yet his mother pleads the fifth. How do you think those people feel, knowing that she doesn't want to speak because she might incriminate herself? Those people spent hours and hours and hours searching for Sebastian. And yet his mother is going to plead the fifth months later because she don't want to get herself in trouble. You might as well just turn around and shit on their faces, because that's exactly what she did. Oh, Sharon, thank you for being here for Sebastian. You know, if I was one of those searchers out there searching in the rain and in the cold and going every day out there over and over and over again, only to find zero, zilch, nothing, not one bit of evidence of Sebastian's. Jen in Georgia, what did you got a question mark there? Did you put something up there I missed? Did you put something up there? And thong? What? What about a thong? I missed something, y'all. I miss everything. Put it in there, whatever it is you tell me. I looked back and all I saw in a thong. I think she pleaded the fifth to keep out of hot water with her hubby or her mother-in-law. We want the thong song. Okay, we'll have to look into that. I'm sure we can create something. Yeah, Queen, I agree with you. I hope if she had anything to do with her son's disappearance, if she had anything to do with it, I hope she has nightmares for the rest of her life. Because, folks, no mother should ever harm their child. No father, no stepfather, no parent figure at all should ever harm a child. You see, there are plenty of us out there that actually have lost a child. We've had to bury our child. If there was a possibility for our child to come home, don't think us mothers would tear down the streets until we found our child. I'm not joking. And yet Katie leaves on day 6 to go on a trip to Oregon. It doesn't come back till like the 24th, I think it was. 40 some odd hour drive from Hendersonville, Tennessee to Oregon where they were seen. "43 hours, I think it was. Wonder what they talked about along those hours of driving. Wonder what that conversation was like between them when they were away from the house, away from YouTube, away from everybody's eyes looking at them. I could just imagine. Folks, there is no proof out there that Katie and Chris have done anything to Sebastian. Let's make that very clear. But for me to sit here and say that they are innocent would be a lie to you, because I do not believe that. It's my opinion that they both know what happened to Sebastian and where and when he left. Because that child did not walk out that front door as his mother tried to convince everyone. That front door was never opened that night into the early morning hours because the neighbor across the street's video camera did not show it. All the dogs, 18 different dogs, scent dogs, cadaver dogs, all kinds of dogs, and not one scent of Sebastian's was found. They traced him to the side down the driveway to the trash can. But folks, remember, the neighborhood, half of them didn't even know Sebastian existed over there. He was never seen outside. Yes, seclusion. I agree. Every interview, she's looking up to heaven. Hope he is still with us, though. Exactly, Queen. It just breaks my heart when I see her do that. I honestly believe that that light video at 3:10 a.m. is the key to everything. Why everybody tries to discredit it, I have no idea. I don't understand it, because we do see a light come from the back of their home, meet up with another light, move around, go to a waiting car. You see the headlights, you see the tail lights. It's obvious it's a car that just started. One flashlight, light source, whatever, gets inside of the car. The other light runs back to the back of the Proudfoot's home. One light source. One person wakes up in that home just 3 hours later, allegedly. So happened. None. I'm back. Seclusion. I see what you're said here. She says, I was shot down over that theory and told shut the F up. Let me tell you, I've been told to shut my mouth as well. But guess what? I keep talking because it's my God-given right to talk. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It did the same thing. It went black. The screen just went black. So we have law enforcement that calls in all kinds of people repeatedly and ask more and more people to come in. What if law enforcement knew this whole time? What if Eric Craddock actually knew and he was the phone call that Christopher made that morning? What if that's it? Can you imagine the people? Not only being pissed off at his parents, but now law enforcement? What if? This is a what if game. Yes, I think they were seclusion. I'm wondering if they weren't like headlamps, you know, that you can put around your hats and stuff. But here we go. Working on 16 months. And not one thing of where Sebastian went to. How did he leave that house? Folks, no one, adults, children, teenagers, no one disappears without a trace. No one does. But yet, Mr. Chris wants us to think Sebastian is the exception to that rule. When she gets caught up, she does. She looks up and she takes some deep, heavy breaths and try to gather her thoughts. Sebastian is not the exception to the rule. If he succeeded to run out of that home barefooted in the middle of the night, a child who does not like to get dirty, a child who does not like to go without his shoes. We saw him in the swimming pool on his floaty, the flamingo float. He had water shoes on in the swimming pool. He was not going to go running out into the night, past his shoes at the front door without grabbing them. He didn't have to stop and take time to put them on, but he could have grabbed them and took them with him. But they were still in the home. So here we sit, almost 16 months later, and the question still remains, where is Sebastian? It's awful quiet from the other side on Sebastian. They're concentrating on Brittany J every single day. Mr. Chris is quieted down after his complete ass that he made of himself. Yeah, he took time to turn around and punch the numbers to lock the door, didn't he? But he couldn't get his shoes. He would have had his phone too. Yes, exactly. I honestly believe 100% that child would have took his phone so that he could have called his father, because his father was his safe place. Yeah, that grass would have eat his feet up, yes. But there was nothing at all. Oh my God, Holly. They don't stop. Yeah. I'm telling you, that boy did not walk out and run out of that door barefooted. No way. Now, my kids, yeah, they would have. But they did that all the time. My kids, when they were young, were outside all the time. They didn't care if they had shoes on. My granddaughters are the same way. They don't care if they have shoes on. But Sebastian wasn't that kid. That's right, Cecilia. That's what they want. It's for us to go away. Oh my goodness, yes. Queen, that crossed a line. And if I'm telling you, it's going to continue to happen until Brittany stops it. And by stopping it, she is going to have to get law enforcement involved. Yeah, seclusion. I don't think he left barefooted at all. None. All of them need to. They all need to stop. Julie today was spewing hate on Brittany, putting her house out there. Brandy wine, the bad Brandy, not the good one. Put a thing on X. This is where Brittany's other 3 children live, and put the address out there. Are you kidding me? These people are deranged. Oh, I would be telling my law enforcement, you better take care of it, because if you don't, I will. And there won't be nothing left by the time I'm through. I'm serious. Yes. She was inciting her whole chat to shut Brittany's channel down. And folks, I'm just going to say it. If there are things that are being said, if there are people's addresses being put out there, if their children are being talked about and they're showing the address to where they live, report that. Report it. That is not okay and against all kinds of YouTube terms of service. I'm not one to sit here and strike channels and throw people under the bus. But when it involves children, my gosh, that's what we're here for. Because weirdos keep taking kids. And they're going to just hand over some psychopathic maniac the address. Make that make sense. Just keep doing it is what I would encourage. If you can catch it, do it. Continue to do it. There is no limit to it. You know, they're making big bucks off of doxing people. It's disgusting. Oh, yeah, Tina girl. She ain't advocating for autism. She's trying to shut Brittany's channel down for the hate Brittany puts out. Brittany's probably mentioned her name like 3 times. See, that's my thing, Queen. I don't watch them, but when people tell me about it, I will go and I will report it because it's not right. Now, if you're just going to sit there and be a jerk and just cuss on somebody or what, I ain't going to pay no attention to you. But when it's concerning a child, that's what we're here for. We're advocates for children. Children that get taken away by psychotic monsters. That's what we talk about. And it's not okay to put a child's address out there for any psychotic monster to grab. Let's not forget about Clues X and what he's done. And he lives in Brittany's state. Not cool. Cecilia, thank you so much. You are so sweet. Everything helps, and you are amazing. Thank you for that. Love you and appreciate you so much for that. So we sit here every day and we rally for these children. Thank you, Cecilia. But we rally for these children. And I'm not going to sit by and watch someone else put another child in harm's way. It's not okay. And if we take a stand together, maybe it will get noticed. So, like I said, I'm not all about just going and striking people's channel left and right. That's not it. But you don't bring kids into it. And I don't care what side you're on. It's never okay. It's never, ever okay. Go after the creator. Leave her family out of it. End of story. If you can't play fair, then move on. Hey, Diana. Oh, it's good. It's good. We're just glad you came. Jen, thank you. Thank you so much for that. That is so sweet of you. Appreciate you. Folks, we have to stand strong for Sebastian. We have to stand strong for other kids as well. That's what we're here for. Don't ever lose sight of that. There is hate out there. There are people that like to just mess your words all kinds of ways up. Thank you, Jen. But I don't care about them taking my words, misconstruing them. I will correct it one time. After that, their idiocy is on their own. Not my concern. I just want to know, where is Sebastian? His father deserves to be enlightened on where his son is. End of story. End of story. But we have a mother. Oh, Angela, you be safe, okay? Be safe. We must be getting tonight and tomorrow, what y'all are getting today. We're supposed to have it come through here tomorrow, tonight, late tomorrow. So be safe. Oh, goodness. You had those bad. Y'all all be safe. Yes. I don't understand the drama. They come here saying they're here for children. We're going to advocate for children. And then we have drama from them. So blessed to have found you. Mystery Sky, that is so sweet. We are so glad you found us too. Thank you for being a part of our channel here. We love having you. But yeah, guys, there is no need for so much drama. And it's all, in my opinion, pushed by the stepfather. That's just my opinion. Yeah, Tina girl, we like Lady Freedom. You know, a lot of creators have moved on, and I understand why it gets really tiresome when people like to take what you say and just twist and turn it and make it out to be you're a horrible, horrible, horrible person. You get phone calls that say you need to shut the F up. You know, all the things. It makes you want to back away. Yeah, I love momming it up too. And she has had her share of attacks. Horrible. Why? When all we want is the same thing, where is Sebastian? Never in a case have you ever heard of drama. Drama, threats, attacks, personal, family attacks. Never has that ever happened. In other cases, there's been YouTube drama, but that's about it. This has crossed the line, guys. Mystery Sky, or Mystery, thank you so much. She says, never give up. No, we won't. Sebastian is our main focus. We will not stop. Thank you so much for that, Mystery Sky. I appreciate you. You know, I sit here and I really dig into stuff, look into stuff for Sebastian. Every day I'm trying to find things to talk about, things that matter, things that we can actually have content on. And there are those people that are going to tear it apart. There are those people that think they're better than the next person. There are those people that think that they are superior and way, way, way above anybody else. But you know what? It's okay. That's life. And I'm not playing into drama. Like today, I started my channel with, let me make myself very, very clear. At no point did I say that Sebastian was no longer alive. At no point did I ever say that Christopher Proudfoot was his father. I'm going to clear that up one time. And folks, we're not going to talk about it again. It's not worth my time. Yes, Rhonda, kids are hands off. It's the way it should be. Exactly. Diane, you know, you got to just take a step back sometimes. There's been times where I'm ready to give up and walk away from it all. You know, I have my own dealings in life, regular everyday life. I got puppies to clean up after. I got goats to go feed, you know. I got my own dog and my own worries and my own health issues and, you know, all the things. But Sebastian has become a part of my life, my everyday life. Yeah, seclusion. Today I asked that I was laying out on the lawn chair outside while the puppies were playing. And I just said a prayer and asked God to protect over my channel and every subscriber I have. Protect us all from the drama because it does no good. It's useless. And if I'm going to sit on here and talk every day and be useless, then I need to get off because I'm just wasting everybody's time. And that's how I look at it. I take it very serious, what we're doing. I take Sebastian's whereabouts very, very serious. I take it to heart. I look at his father and my heart breaks all over again because I know the pain that man is going through, living each day without his child. I'm just thankful I know where my child is. He doesn't get that luxury. And the mother and stepfather don't seem to give a shit about it. They don't care. They just go on with life, go on with their vacations, go on doing all the things they do and not talk to his father. And yeah, I'm going to call that out. I'm going to call it out for what it is. And folks, y'all can make your own decision. Oh, thank you, Betty H. You know, I'll show receipts for everything I have. I'm not going to throw stuff out there and pretend like I know everything because I don't. You know, and I'm not trying to be someone that puts myself out here superior above everybody else because I'm not. I'm just a lolly who loves her grandkids more than life itself. And I look at Sebastian as if he were my grandson, kind of, you know. I would want someone to be out there fighting for my grandchild. And his father wants people fighting for his son. And I'm going to volunteer. You know, Seth had started this nonprofit and he had a dream of having this nonprofit facility for kids like Sebastian to come and spend a week or so. How amazing would that be? And I've said it before, I'll say it again. If Seth was to ever get that up and going, I would volunteer a week of my time to go and help. Do whatever needed to be done. Because I believe in that. I believe that Sebastian will be found. That the truth will come out. And unfortunately, it's going to take one of the many who know where he is to break. Kids are a precious gift. They should always be treated that way. Sometimes you want to wring their necks. I get it. I'm telling you, kids can test the limits for sure. But boy, I tell you what, I thank God every day for mine. And I double thank him for my grandchildren. Because that's what they are. They're a precious gift. So, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. I need to go and get the pups in their kennel. Their freshly washed kennel with their freshly washed little bodies. Lord help them. But Thank you all for being here. I appreciate everybody. This seems to be a good time for us all. So we're going to do it again tomorrow. Same time, same channel. And I was hoping that we would have our friend Legally Blonde on, but she looks like it may be Thursday. So we'll find something to talk about tomorrow. So on your way out, hit that thumbs up, guys, if you don't mind. Just show a little love. And thank you all for the ones that have donated tonight and helped us meet our goal. I appreciate y'all so, so, so much. And thank you to all who are watching, who's going to watch on replay. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate y'all for everything you do. Because it's no fun to sit here and talk to yourself. So I'm glad I got y'all. So everybody have a super good night, and we will see you all tomorrow. Love and hugs, everybody. Bye.